Hi, this is Andy Bryce of Easy Data Transform, and I'm going to show you how you can easily find and deal with outliers in your data. So here we have a CSV file with height and weight values. A simple way to find outliers is to look at the profile of each column. So if we look at the height data, we can see we have an empty value, a minimum value of 17 centimeters, which sounds suspicious, and a maximum value of 180 centimeters. Looking at the weight value, we have a text value, a minimum of 48 kilos, and a maximum of 168 kilos, which may or may not be correct. We can use filter or replace transforms to remove rows or change values, but we can also use a more sophisticated approach with the Outliers Transform. The Outliers Transform is one of the advanced transforms, so make sure Show Advanced is checked. So let's look for outliers in the height data. And let's show the scoring column. So this minus 0.375 value means that the value is 0.375 times the interquartile range below Q1. Currently we've got the action set to change threshold. This means that any values above or below 1.5 times the threshold will be set to the threshold value. We can click Compare Changes to see this. So here I can see 17 has been set to 157, the bottom fence value. If I click on Info, I can get some additional information where the quartiles are, the interquartile range, and the upper and lower fence values. I can also click Warnings and see that there's a non-numeric value at row 19. As well as changing the value to the nearest threshold, I can also remove outlier rows, show only the outlier rows, or change the value to something else. For example, let's show only the outlier rows. As an alternative to interquartile range, I can also look at the standard deviation. So now I'm showing only values that are more than 1.5 standard deviations either side of the mean. I can also look at the weight. So here we have a suspicious weight value. For now, let's just remove the height outliers. Obviously height and weight are correlated, so let's calculate the BMI, the body mass index, and look for any outliers in that. We can perform simple calculations using JavaScript. So here's a simple bit of JavaScript. Let's evaluate it. And let's look for outliers in that. So we can see we have a few potential outliers. Let's change the threshold. By increasing the threshold, we've now only 2 outliers. So let's remove those. So now we're happy we've cleaned up our data, we can output it. Easy Data Transform is available for Windows and Mac. You can download a fully functional free trial from our website. It only takes a few seconds and you don't even have to give us your email address.